friends. So this week with Miss Jessie, you will be talking about the ocean. So I wanted to talk a little bit about a couple animals that I know that live in the ocean today. So I want you to take a moment now to pause the video and talk amongst your parents or whoever you are with, and just talk about what type of animals you think live in the ocean. And then when we come back, I have a fun little activity for you to do. This activity requires a little bit of room, so if you want to move from your desk or wherever you're watching this over to a more open area, we're going to do a couple movements today to get your body moving before we do our art project. So, I will see you in a couple minutes. Spoken to your parents or your siblings or whoever you're with about what type of animals you know, we are going to jump right into our little movement exercise because we are going to do movements like some of the animals that live in the ocean. So let's get right into that. Okay. So the first movement that we're going to do is we're going to act like starfishes. Now starfishes like to stretch with all 5 of their little arms. So we're going to do that now, kind of like how I'm doing. So stretch your arms out nice and wide. Stretch your legs out. You're just going to stretch. Maybe move a little bit like this. For our second exercise, we're going to move kind of like a dolphin. Now dolphins you usually see and they jump out of the water and then back in. So to not take up as much room, we're just going to jump from one spot to another. So we're going to start here and we're just going to jump. And then we're going to do it again. And then our next one is to glide like a stingray. So stingrays they swim, but they don't use like we use our arms and our legs to swim. They kind of just glide. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your feet nice and flat on the floor and you're just going to slide them across the room. Nice and smooth. You never take your feet off the ground. I know you can't see my feet right now. So sorry. But you're just going to glide from side to side. Okay. Now this next one, you're going to stand with your feet flat on the floor. And the only thing that's going to move is your upper body. Like this. So, we're going to sway like a sea anemone. Now, a sea anemone kind of looks like a plant, but it's actually alive, and it's usually found on the bottom of the ocean floor. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do, I know my forehead's cut off a little bit, but you're actually going to crouch down like this because we're going to walk like a crab. So you're going to have your feet out wide like this, and you're going to have your legs bent a little bit. You're just going to take your hands like this, like a little crab, and you're going to walk back and forth like that. You can go as fast as you want or as slow as you want. And we're going to wiggle like an octopus. So the only things that can move are your legs and your arms, kind of. I'm trying. But just move like an octopus. So as the octopus moves around with its tentacles, that's how it moves around. So we're just going to try to move like an octopus like this. Okay, the next one we're going to do is we're going to chomp like a shark. So you're going to take your hands out like this, and you're just going to go chomp, 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 chomp. Kind of like Daddy and Daddy Shark when you're singing Baby Shark. Daddy has a big mouth. So Daddy Shark goes like this, so we're just going to move like this, and you can go side to side. Okay. So the next one that we're going to do is a little similar to our shark, but we're going to clap like a sea lion. So they kind of clap like this, and just move your hands and make that clapping sound. We're going to jump into our next activity, which is a jellyfish. So for our jellyfish, you're going to need whatever color paper that you want, your child wants. I did yellow for mine. And I actually made 2 because I have 2 different versions for you, but they both require the same supplies. So all you're going to need is whatever color paper you want, black marker, or whatever you have. And I only have white paper. That's how I made the eyes. If you have googly eyes at home, use those. If you have eye like stickers, you can use those too. But yeah, that and glue stick. That's it. So we're gonna jump into that right now. So for this activity, what I did was I freehandedly made some little tentacles like these, and I made the jellyfish's body like this. And I actually made two. So whichever one your child wants to do or wants to challenge himself to, what I did was I made one with numbers, and then I made one with my name is. So I cut out 8 of the tentacles for my numbered one. So while making this number one, we'll do this one first. What you're going to do is you're going to glue a tentacle on underneath each number, like that. So I'm going to do that real quick. So I glued 3 on to show you. So you're going to glue them on the back, which I messed up, so that's why there's numbers on the back. But anyways, so I glued them on from the back. And what you're going to do is, I don't have any doppers. If you have some at home, you can use those, or you can use a marker, or you could use stickers. Stickers is a great idea to kind of just count. So for this one, you're going to make dots, or you can add stickers for as many as the number is. So I will show you that for this one, I made 1 dot for number 1, 2 dots for number 2, and 3 dots for number 3. And you would just keep going. So 4 would have 4 dots, 5 would have 5 dots. And then I made little eyeballs for your jellyfish. So you just glue those on. And you can add a little mouth. And you're done. So obviously I didn't add all my tentacles, but eyes, mouth, and then they can decorate it whatever way they want afterwards, as long as they do the numbers at the bottom. The whole jellyfish can get, colored, put stickers on, whatever they want to do. Be creative with it. Your jellyfish friend will appreciate all the beautiful decorations that you put on him. So now I'm just going to show you a little example for what I mean with this My Name Is one. So basically what I would do, this is really to practice writing your name on your own. I know that at home you're probably doing that a lot, trying to make sure that they practice doing it traced and on their own. So if you want to even have them trace it, if you don't think they could do it all by themselves, because there could be a lot of tentacles on here, depending on how many you make, you could have them trace some and write others, or you could have them write them all, you can have them trace them all, whatever you want to do. But basically, I would just do the same thing. I would glue them on from behind, and then sideways, so if you put them flat like this, I would just write my name over and over again on the tentacles. I know it's a little bit repetitive than the other one, but it's really just to get them practicing their name. They're really just trying to get your child to practice all sorts of things that we would be practicing in school right now. Names, numbers, math, things like that. But whatever way that your child or you wants to go with this, go ahead and do it. I was just trying to create a few different ways that you can involve some of the things that we would be doing in school right now into this art project. I really hope that you are all doing well and staying healthy and having fun together. I'm really going to start trying to incorporate more movement activities. It's starting to get a lot nicer out, so I'm going to start doing some things outside. But I really encourage you all to stay positive and stay happy and know that in the end that this is all going to work out and we will all be back together again, and that is all I hope for. So I really hope that you are all doing well, and I hope to see you all soon. Have an amazing week.